दोस्तों नमस्कार, जय हिंद. I hope you are doing well. The interview part in SSP, it is called as PI, personal interview. When it is called personal interview, it has an essence attached to it. What is it? What exactly is this interview about? This interview is about you as a person, your way of thinking, your way of communicating, your way of talking to people, your understanding things. For example, if it is about academics, it is not about your marks or how much you got. It is about how much you understand this concept, that if you got less marks, why it was less. Are you able to justify this to yourself? If you are able to justify it to yourself, the job is done. Problem will only come when you're not able to justify this to yourself. And then you try to find a reason, or you create a reason. If you create a reason, you won't be able to sustain it. If you are able to analyze the reason, understand it, and then come up, I could not understand the concept that time. I was weak in this, I was weak in that, then it will ease out the process. Many people confuse the personal interview also with academic knowledge. Not at all. It's not about academics. Because it is not an academic interview. There is a portion of general awareness, situational awareness, as I will call, about things happening across the world. How it is going to impact the socio-economic conditions across the world when you say geopolitical. For example, the recent US tariff war, how is it going to affect the relations between countries? How should India respond to it? That is the essence. Essence is not knowing the facts that US has imposed tariff. That is the news. The implications. How will India as a nation counter it? Can it counter it? Should it counter it? What should be the measures taken? Can it take advantage of this also? Is it possible? Possible, probably. सो आप कंसेप्ट को समझिए. आप जो ये कोशिश बार बार कर रहे हैं कि मैं जो है अपने आप को एक बहुत ही परफेक्ट सी पर्सनैलिटी क्रिएट करके सामने रख दूं, ऐसा होगा ही नहीं. वी ऑल आर imperfect. Our imperfections define us. The quest for perfection itself is wrong. There's nothing perfect. Nothing in this world is created perfect. There is always in scope of improvement. So none of us is perfect. What can you improve? How can you improve? Where can you improve? If so, what is the plan? How are you going to do that? What steps are you going to take or you have taken? That is what will define you. That imperfection in you, the realization of that imperfection, the understanding of that imperfection, the weaknesses. So, presenting a personality which is flawless, presenting a personality which has no flaws at all, is conceptually wrong. There cannot be such personalities. We all have some or the other imperfections, some of the other ways to improve. The realization of that will define you. So, understand this factor in a very close proximity. Various ways and means will be used to reach out to you. It can be in many forms. Like you have been giving a lot of SSBs. So, the simple question can be, why are you not recommended? No, he is not practically, he or she, whoever is the interviewing officer, is not practically asking you to analyze and give your version of SSB assessment, because you really can't do that. No one can do this. He's primarily aiming to know from you your understanding. Where did you fall short? Again, the imperfections. Where was it missing? If you have realized that this was the one which was missing, what have you done about it? You will go like, I did only these many SRTs, I did only these many VATs, or something like that, you will tell. That really is not the question. The question is what went wrong as far as your analysis goes. Where did you perform lesser than your own credibilities or expectations? What was the reason for it? And then how are you working on it? It's all about you. That is why it is personal interview. In real life, also, if you understand this concept, you'll realize the moment we know ourselves with all the imperfections, moment we understand people also with all their imperfections, limitations, our relationships become better. The quest, or you can say the desire for being perfect or expecting a perfection from somebody, is the problem. Majority of the time, the problems that you have with people is purely based on this, that you are expecting something perfect out of a personality which is not possible. Everyone is a package. Your friends, your parents. Interviewer might ask you this question: what would you like to change in your father? Most of the time, you will end up saying, no, sir, he's perfect. But he cannot be perfect. He's a human being. So, what can he change? It'll only show your association or concern with your father, which is very important. Majority of the times, when you fall out with people, suppose somebody you are in a relationship with a girl or a boy, and you have fallen out now, is because probably here not able to accept that personality, that imperfection part in him, not giving him or her the space to work upon it. Personality is an evolving, dynamic situation. We all evolve, we all change. We polish ourselves, we become better versions of ourselves. That is what it is. That is why someone not recommended in first, second, third attempt slowly starts getting closer to recommendation, and finally he gets recommended and recommended and recommended, and journey continues. Why? Because this person has been able to understand the flaws and work upon them. That is what is called um, insight, knowing, knowing and then acting on it. So please work on these aspects. You don't need to, do anything else but to do a thorough self introspection. Find your weaknesses. Where are they? Small, small things, not big things, which are holding you back. Maybe you don't go to the depth of the understanding of a subject. Maybe that is a weakness you have. You probably primarily go by the bold written letters on the newspaper. Okay, US has imposed tariff, or China has, counter tariff. That is not going to give you the recommendation, because that is news. Deeper into it, delving deeper. I hope you're getting my point, and let me know how was this video, and subscribe to this channel, please. And we'll connect back on some other topic, on some TAT, SRT issues. Thank you, and Jai Hind.